Sounds good. Okay, everybody. Hello, it's me, Spooky Boy Jack. Thank you so much for coming and showing me support and holding this space with me. So let's get right into it. Where do I start? I adore everything about Purium for a variety of different reasons. I'll start with just kind of how I got into it. I actually love it so much that my bathroom reminds me of Purium and talking to Samantha Joy, because it's so ingrained in me that every time I walk into my own bathroom, I have a flashback of the first time I ever sent a voice memo to Sam. So that's how much it means to me. Like every time I walk into my own bathroom. So, it means a lot to me. It really, really, really does on a like cosmic level. So basically I went to Sam, because I had been working in a different company at the time. And what I'll share, I wasn't accepted as who I am, and I won't get into it, but I was still practicing prospecting and connecting, and I was still doing everything I could, and that's how I found Sam. It was really cool through a hashtag, and the first thing I ever said was, "Look at that fairy food." And I commented that it was fairy food, and I remember that, and I just remember so well, and I'll never forget it. And I was just immediately, I just knew, like, I mean, come on, right? Like, just, I don't know how people don't just know, but that's like to each their own. But I just knew as soon as I saw everything, like, I just knew. I'm just like that though, when it comes to things that I just know. And so I just like fell in love, and I was like, okay, when can I get it? And of course, when we make this choice, sometimes things will still like get in the way. Like the thing kept on not going through the purchase, but it was because like the amount was in the savings and the checkings. So there was like certain obstacles, but at the same time, it was pretty straightforward for me to get my first ULT. Like pretty much just happened. And the changes were amazing. Like I really can barely really explain it. Like I'll try my best, but I ended up forgiving people and myself so much, and just everything in so many ways. And that still happens every single day, every day now. Since I have these superfoods, I unravel more and more about me and how I feel. Like it really is so magical for me. And yeah, I mean, I think some people saw me crying yesterday, bawling my eyes out. Like the emotion is real as to the places that this can bring you from being in a completely different place and such a short period of time. I remember the first few days. I remember this moment I meditated and I was just relaxing. And it was at that time hard for me to even lay in my bed, like alone for a second. Like it just was hard to slow down. And I lay there and like I felt like I could see fairy dust like coming out of myself. Like, it was a psychic thing, like not actually fairy dust. Was, disclaimer, like that might not happen. You might not actually have fairy dust like fly out of your face or something. But I felt like that was happening. And I was laying there and I was like, am I glowing? Like, is there something all over me? And it's just, I felt incredible. And I can't even really get into detail because like it's just personal too, but it like actually made me so happy. And also I'll share this. Like, I have a severe medical condition. I had a life-saving open chest surgery 2 years ago. Like it I could barely function like before I got my Purium. Yeah, long story short, like it actually gave me like feeling back in my chest. Like I couldn't feel my chest, my nerves like were all like the dead nerves, everything. Like I have all my feeling back in my chest now. Like the list goes on. I don't like to get too into detail about my medical condition because it's so severe, but it's one of the most severe conditions that exists. And I don't even really need to talk about it anymore because of Purium, like because I can make it just a part of before, something that's not really, yeah, it needs to be addressed. So that's really, 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 really big. And I'll just share this. Like, I've always wanted to help people with period. Like, I've always seen like people, how they help people, how it how it starts to happen, and all these stories of miracles. And I've always wanted to do that. And recently, like, it happened in a really profound way, like really profound, because I ended up I actually gifted I gifted superfoods. This was before I even hit fast start. I gifted superfoods to somebody that I absolutely adore. And her name is Castle. And she's 67. And I didn't know she was sick, but turns out she was. And she didn't tell me until she started getting better. And she hasn't even told her kids. Like, and she was like not gonna make it, but now she will. And I won't have to say goodbye to her. And I even said to her, like, because I didn't even know she was sick, but my angels told me, like, do it, do it. Because sometimes people don't want to invest in their health, but you know what? I was just going to do it. Like, I love her so much. And lo and behold, like, I even told her, I was like, I refuse to lose you to sickness. Like, no, I'm not going to I'm sorry. Like, I'm not, because I'm got to do these superfoods. And like, I know I'm not a doctor, but it's very plain and simple that we need just nature to heal. Like, so I just knew, like, my angels just know it's the right thing to do. So that was a huge moment for me, realizing that this is so much bigger than anything like that we could even really imagine. And that is why I was able to hit all my fast starts, was because I just didn't stop going and making it happen, because I literally realized how important this is. So you know what, like, it's so powerful. And so that being said, it's been really emotional and beautiful journey. It's very real. And even just watching the video about the glyphosate, that we have on the links, it's scary, like, it's terrifying. Really, the reality of it all, it's so important, um to have these foods. It's actually everything. So I couldn't be any more grateful to have connected with Sam, and to have my, like, he just I'm done. That's all I have to say. Like, I'm gonna pass it over to the next person now, because that's just, I could keep going forever. I really could.
Oh my gosh, your story is super powerful, and it's so great that you're able to help so many others with this as well. I know when this came into my life, before Pirium, I was definitely in a place of really poor health. I was kind of in a downward spiral. It felt like it was right when March 2020 hit and the pandemic, took pretty much everything away from everyone. The quarantine was put in place, there was mandates, there was social distancing, and I lost my job, which caused me an anxiety, and that kind of was what snowballed into me going to the doctors, getting a couple of autoimmune diagnoses, and really just like having to look myself and what led up to that, and take my health of whole foods plant-based. When I first went vegan, that was kind of what the beginning stage was for me, was hearing the power that plants really do hold. And so I was probably a year into my own healing journey of doing everything I could with all of the tools that I knew and all of the knowledge that I had. So I was doing all organic, I was juicing every morning, I was doing all of the different supplements from all of the different areas that I could find them, sustainably, ethically, and eco-friendly, of course, cruelty-free. And I was pretty much just treading water. I was putting a band-aid on something that was very serious, is kind of how it felt. And that is when an incredible earth angel, Ingrid, who's on this call, I am so grateful for her every day. She came into my DMs on Instagram and we just started building a relationship. And it was just so incredible that she was able to see a need in me and share this opportunity that was something that could check all of the boxes as far as my health goes, but also this incredible opportunity with this amazing community of people and a business opportunity that I needed almost just as much because like I said, I lost my job and at this point I was over a year unemployed and financially dependent on my partner, which was causing a lot of stress, which is the one thing the doctors told me that I really needed to manage as far as my 2 autoimmune diagnosis. And that in itself was stressful. And so my mental health before this was a complete mess. My physical health kind of started going downwards because the gyms all closed. I gained, 15 pounds in a very short span of time. And when this was presented to me, it was like that light bulb went off in my head, like, this is what I have been calling and this is what I really need. And so I immediately said, yes, I did everything I could to make this happen. I borrowed the money to get my first ULT and I will forever be grateful for that opportunity. And it was, I think, day 6 for me when I really started to realize that there was already more progress in everything that was going on with me physically and mentally than in that entire year span of doing all of the right things, everything that I knew how to do. And I realized through the trainings and through the information that we were given that gut health is the thing that I was missing. I didn't realize that even though I was eating all of this, organic food and juice every day, my body wasn't able to properly absorb it. And so that was, for me, I believe, the root cause of everything that was going on. And like Jack was talking about glyphosate, I didn't even know what that was. I had never heard that word before. And so with our, one of our products that we'll speak to, it is proven to remove the glyphosate, and that allows you to, rebuild your gut microbiome and actually absorb the nutrition. And so not only was I able to do that, but the nutrition that this includes in it is above and beyond anything I could find at my local grocery store, anything I could order online that I knew of. And so I am now, a little bit over
Okay, I think Sam might have cut out a little bit, but I will begin mine. So I'm Alice, and when I found this,
I hope you
oh,
hear
she's
me.
back.
I'm not
Okay.
quite sure what just happened,
She's back.
but it just, okay. If you can hear me, that is good. You all are black screens to me, but that's okay. Pretty much I was just saying that, yeah, this completely opened my eyes to gut health and allowed me to absorb the nutrition and get better nutrition than anything I had ever experienced. And so I am now in a place where my mental health is completely under control. My anxiety, my depression, my PTSD, all of that is completely manageable for me. Of course, we all have our ups and our downs, but it's just I stay down a lot less time and I'm able to pull myself back up, not only through these tools that we've been gifted, but also this incredible community of support that it kind of opened my door to, of my soul family. And I haven't been experiencing any of the symptoms that put me into the doctor's office. So I was able to completely, not take their advice.
Sam.
That's okay. I think Sam's really lucky because she's able to live van life while running this business. So naturally in the van, she may not have the best Wi-Fi, but she is living her best life. So I'll start with my story. I'm Alice. So I've been working now with Sam for a couple of years, and I started this actually just over 2 years ago at the beginning of 2020, the beginning of COVID, when my life came crashing down around me as I ended finally got the courage to end an abusive marriage. I lost my job. I moved back in with my parents. So it's like what everyone would call one of those like worst case scenario kind of times. It was really rock bottom, but I didn't realize that it was actually making room for something amazing. Due to everything that was going on in my life, I was suffering quite badly. I had extreme PTSD. I had anxiety and depression that stopped me leaving my house. I'd been alienated from people, so I wasn't allowed friends. I didn't have community. My parents, bless them, but they're my parents. So it was definitely a difficult time, and all of this exacerbated. I've had leaky gut syndrome for 12 years. I was on medications, and it was getting worse because of everything that was going on in my life. So my dear friend Allison, this time we'd met over some projects that we were going to be working on in Belize. We're both very passionate vegans, and we wanted to be building an eco village over there. And she found me, and she said, oh, she's on the call, my little angel, she's here. And she knows how important she is to me, because she literally saved my life that day when she reached out to me and said, I've got something for you, and I believe in you, and we're going to get better. And then we're going to take over the world and make it a better place. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is everything that I need to hear right now. I need people. I want someone to believe in me before I have the courage to believe in myself again. And I really need to get well, because I was malnourished because of the holes in my gut. I couldn't absorb food. And so I jumped straight on the program. I wanted in on this lifestyle. I knew it was all just the most pure organic nutrition, the best gut repair in the world. I needed to remove glyphosate from my body. And I was all in. I was so ready. And Allison, she lived up to her expectations of this, because it was just in a matter of days that my life had completely turned around. Mentally, I was a different human being. I was so grateful to be alive. I had like this simmering excitement. I felt not alone anymore. And I came off my gut medication in 10 days. I just decided to stop it. I was like, I don't need this anymore. I felt so much better, and it's just been getting it better since. And there's a theme on this call. We've all been talking about people who paid it forward to us. That's what we do. It's called carefrontation. We see people that we love or may not even know who are struggling, and we let them know about a solution. And I'm so glad that Allison did this. So for me, I had to share it immediately. I couldn't believe what this had done for me. So I started sharing, and within 3 months, I matched any salary I'd ever had. I moved to the States, and I've been traveling the world now. I'm in Mexico now. It's dark, as you can see, for 2.5 years sharing about this, because it is the most important tool that I have ever found for human evolution, development, prevention, wellness, everything. And not just that, it's the best business model in the world, and it has the best community in the world. And I think everyone on the call here who I know can say and agree that this has literally been sent to us at a time that we really, really needed it. Absolutely needed it, and it comes to us when we need it. So if you're on this call listening right now, I know for sure you've been guided here, whoever it was by. There's always a reason. So I am just so forever grateful. That's just a little bit of my story, but we're just also blessed to be here. And I don't know, Sam, if you're able to pull up some little slides for us, because some people are probably like, what is this lifestyle of superfoods that you're talking about? And we'd love to share a little bit about that with you guys. So let me know, Sam, how that is looking for you. Otherwise, I can pull up some slides, so everything will be fine. I need to make you a co-host. Absolutely, I do right now. Okay, you're co-host, but let me know if you need me to share some slides instead, because I've always got them ready.
And I also just want to say, before we hop into those really quickly, I wanted to say, like, a download that I'm getting right now is that, like, it is, like, necessary to fully be who you are, like, with, like, you have to have these to be who you really are. Like, and I, like, don't want to just, like, make that claim, but I've gone, like, without, like, the superfoods, and now I'm, back. And honestly, like, it's really necessary to be, I feel like, your true self, like, where you're really who you're meant to really be. I feel like it's like all the chemicals and all of everything, it like literally makes it so that you're kind of like disconnected from like who you really are, like without these superfoods. Like, that's for me. Like, I can't speak for anybody else, but I feel like disconnected to who I am, like, when I don't have these foods. Like, that's how real it is. Like, yeah, just want to say that.
Thank you. No, I couldn't agree more. Exactly, Jack. Jack's one of the people who literally just his life changed when he felt the vibration of this food. It is incredible. And that's why I wanted to open this, to share a little bit about this. Meet your ultimate lifestyle transformation. I'd love us to go through some of the products in detail, because we need to know, right? And I know, Jack, for fine fact, you wanted to share about the Super Amino 23. So I'm going to open this to you, my love.
Awesome. Okay, I'm excited to share. I'm really excited to share about them. I just took 6 before this call. I took already my full servings of the day, but I took another 6. Why? Because I'm obsessed. Like, who wouldn't be if they've tried them? It's just, it's like ascension, mental health and clarity in a bottle. Like, whenever I'm feeling low, I'm just like, all right, I'm just gonna go have like 1 amino, and it's like, it really just, or 6 or 7, like you can have as many really as you want to. I believe, what's the limit to how many aminos that you can have a day? There's no limit, is there? Right. So that's what I love about them, because like I spoke a little bit about my medical condition, severe, really severe. I actually every single week still have to administrate medication. Luckily it's not pills or anything like it used to be. From recovering from surgery, I was actually prescribed morphine for every 4 hours. I had to be on morphine for, it was 5.5 months. And not only that, but I had to detox the medication that they give you to actually knock you out, to have surgery. It's called something, the name is very alarming. It's fentanyl. Fentanyl is what they use to for surgery. Can everybody hear me? Because I just like slid my phone to the side, and then I think my mic went in and out. Can everybody hear me? Okay, cool. So yeah, that was really tough, being on prescribed medication. So when I first, I had gone off my medication because I had alkaline water in my life. So I was able to get off the medication from the surgery, and the fentanyl from when they put me down for the surgery affected me a lot. And so when I first got introduced to Purium with Sam, when I first saw these super aminos, the point that I'm making here is very important. Is that I was at first triggered. Like at first when I saw not like I knew it was great, but I had a feeling that when I went every day to go take out 5 pills, that it might make me feel a certain way, just because that had been something that I had to do so often, and it was something so heavy. So, and it did make me feel that way at first. Like at first I was like, oh, I'm nervous to every day, if this is going to trigger me, make me want, it made me feel so triggered about that medication that I was addicted to, because I had to have it so often, because I couldn't move my head from side to side. I couldn't talk. I had to whisper to talk because I couldn't move. I was in so much pain. Like the chest being open, it's just unimaginable. Unimaginable. Every single moment you move, you feel like it's bursting. You can't breathe. It's really scary. And not to mention, I had to recover all by myself, because my family never, they denied me help from my medication, or from my severe medical condition. I did not get any help as a child. Was denied help. I was denied attention. And I had to go get my surgery myself by the time I was 20 years old. And so, the aminos, they changed how I see a tablet, a pill. They changed that. They recovered. I recovered because of Purium. Because before that, I was not doing well. It was a really triggering thing to even see, a pill, medication, because of the surgery. It was so bad. And before the surgery, it was I was exposed to people in homeless shelters when I was a kid. I was homeless youth. I've seen people overdose and go to the other side. And I've saved a few people's lives with kits. I've had some pretty scary nights where I've actually seen some really spooky stuff. And so you know what? The way that they changed the way I see that is amazing. Like now every time I go to take, like, I don't think about it like that. I don't think about it like that. I don't think about it in that way. It changed, and for that is a big deal. Like if incorporating this into somebody's life could change how they see that, and it that they know it's something that helps them, that like it's honestly just, it's a huge deal. And you know what's actually, tonight I'll be going to an event with a bunch of goth people, and I'm gonna hand out gift cards, and because they're gonna have like all their energy drinks and cigarettes and stuff, and I'm gonna like give away my gift cards into my social media, because I know that there are so many other people that have conditions and all that, and that they, you know, these can literally reverse, for me, like to reverse an addiction to a prescription drug, like, or worse. They could help you with even worse problems that you had. Like, I'm speaking from experience, and like I'm telling you right now, I am so skinny usually, and look at like I actually have an arm here. Like, what is this? Like, has anybody ever seen my arms before? And this is literally just from taking the super aminos and lightly like lifting some weights and going on some jogs. It developed in less than a week. Muscle on my arm in less than a week. So I went from being triggered to seeing a tablet and not being able to eat because of everything, the medication, to seeing that and knowing that it's the best thing for me. It's literally like it's mental health in a bottle, and like somebody just said, it reverses Alzheimer's, and it's amazing. It can seriously help somebody that's in a really, really, really bad place. I know for a fact. And it's like they were originally made to keep comatose patients alive. And so it's just amazing. You can like literally burn fat like effortlessly. You know, not that I needed to, or do this, or look like a human. And it absorbs in 23 minutes. Like, it doesn't even go through your digestive system, first of all. So it's like, it's just amazing. And they're all, of course, 99% bioavailable, which is a huge deal. It's like the best thing that you could get. They're pre-digested. Like they keep you sharp. They tighten your skin. It's like absolutely amazing. I love them so much. And they helped me in ways that I could never truly explain. So thank you. Thank you.
You, Jack. You're amazing. That was a beautiful, beautiful tale. And I just know that for the sake of time for everyone, I want to be really happy with the time. I'm just going to skim through the rest of it because Jack's given such a beautiful account of that one. But we have here Power Shake, which I'm drinking right now. I have like 3 a day. So this is our hypernourishment. 1 cup has the equivalent nutrition of 6 microgreen organic salads, a blend of 15 organic superfoods. It's alkalizing, it's living food. It's amazing for energy and sustained energy throughout the day. So while we're on this transformation, we're going to be having 2 to 3 of these a day. So that is our green juice. And I know that we're going to move on. So biomedic. So we've been talking about glyphosate. So this has been clinically proven to remove 76% of glyphosate in 6 weeks from the body. This is Gold Detox Standard Award proven. It helps rebuild the gut microbiome, the villi in the gut as well, which helps to detox more. This is changed my life because this is where my serotonin, our intuition, our immune center is. Our gut is our second brain. So this is the most important thing for mental health, for physical health. So many things are actually linked to the gut. So why not give yourself the best probiotic fulvic and humic acid? It is a game changer. Sorry, Sam, thank you. And we have Apothecary. So Apothecary is our nightcap. It has naturally occurring melatonin in it. It's just thousands of tart cherries. And it helps kickstart the melatonin production in our own body so that we can have a deep sleep. That is our sleep hormone. This is nothing artificial. This is getting what we need from food. I know Allison's probably drinking hers right now. She's just said it. So we have this an hour before bed. It's going to help us deep deep REM sleep, because all the repair work happens then. It is the highest antioxidant, 1 tablespoon of this, equivalent of 6 cups of organic blueberries, anti-inflammatory, builds new skin cells from the inside and helps combat free radical damage. So this stuff, it's delicious. We have it in a wine glass with water at nighttime. No alcohol anymore over here. Super cleanser. So we want to kill parasites. We want to kill parasites in the body because they control our mood and our cravings. So this is the most gentle herb blend ever that's going to kill the adults and the eggs. Because oftentimes when we're craving, it's not actually that we want it, it's the parasites need it to stay alive. So when we actually kill the parasites, we realize we don't have a food addiction anymore, and we have control over what we put into our mouth. So we kill the entities in our body that are making our lives a living hell. They are not welcome here. So this is just for 10 days of the 30-day. And I know, Sam, that you are the gym lady. So I'm going to leave you to speak about our gym athletic bits.
Hi. Okay. Yes. So the pre-workout that comes with this is probably one of my favorite superfoods that we have, because it is so delicious, but it is incredible for helping people that have, energy drink addictions or coffee addictions or anything with caffeine, because it has a small amount of caffeine from the coffee berry, but it is so great for pre-workout because not only does it give you some sustainable energy, but it doesn't have any of those crazy chemicals that comes in all of the like gym bro kind of workout stuff. And it's really great. Beets are incredible for promoting vascularity. So it's really great for blood flow and getting the blood to the muscles while you're working out. And because it has so many incredible fruits and veggies in there, it's really great for immune boosting and full of antioxidants and supporting a healthy blood sugar, which is also very important. And then for the post-workout, we have MVP Sport. It's a multi-vegan protein, and it is so good. They have vanilla and there's chocolate. And I know we have like our coffee proteins that has like coffee and matcha and chai, and there's seasonal flavors that we have as well. And it's incredible for recovery. It gives you 32 grams of protein per serving, and it is by far the best vegan protein or any protein I've ever had. And it's very easily assimilated and digested versus other proteins that are very taxing on the kidneys and the liver. And it is really great for supporting muscle building, as it is very high in protein and low in carb and low in calorie. And then another thing that's really great and key for recovery is the super xanthan. This is mostly astaxanthin, which is a red sea algae, and it's what is near the equator that all of the red and pink, like flamingo and lobsters and all those animals that have that vibrant color, they actually ingest the astaxanthin to protect themselves from the sun. So along with being really great for muscle recovery and repairing muscle damage, it's also an internal sunscreen. And it is really great for skin health in that way. It's also really great for helping to improve eyesight, as well as for recovery. It reduces the lactic acid buildup, which is what causes a lot of the DOMS, the delayed onset muscle soreness. And so I have seen a significant improvement in my recovery and not feeling sore to where I can go back to work out the next day, and I'm able to have a full week of working out, versus before this was implemented in my life, I would do like 3-4 days, and then I'd have to take like 3-4 days off from the gym because I was just so sore. And then the 2 sample size products that come with this are so good. The Cocoa Hydrate, which is really great for hydration. I know we just spoke of this on a corporate call, and I learned so much. It's so incredible for balancing electrolytes. It's super high in antioxidants as well. And it is just really great for promoting hydration. So I like to use this either during my workout or after my workout. And it's really great for skin health as well, and supporting that joint recovery. So when you're putting a lot of stress on your joints, when you're at the gym, lifting, heavy weights, it's really helpful for your joints to not feel as sore as well. And then the last product that comes is the Aloe Digest. And this is so good. I know there's some people that are a little hesitant to do the Biomedic because it is not technically gluten-free. So this is a really great alternative as far as gut health. And so it is, you know, in the name, Allo Digest. It's really great for digestion support, but it also, because anything that helps you with your gut health is going to help you to absorb nutrition. And so this is something that I like to put either with my cocoa hydrate. It's a really great combination, or just on its own. It's so delicious, and it's also really alkalizing, which is really good for immune support. And then this is also really key for the liver support. So these are non-negotiables for me. This package is pretty much what I live off of every day, and I'm just so thankful for all of these incredible foods.
Yeah, this is all of our lifestyle. We don't promote cleanses or diets. We promote whole food, superfood nutrition, just living this lifestyle. And we all have been for quite some time now. And then, you know, we've got some results. It's not just about weight loss. Weight loss is huge for a lot of people, but it's about how you feel on the inside. You can't see a picture of what goes on the inside, but you can see it in people's eyes, their skin. Allison here, who's been doing this for 4 years with her husband, I've watched her completely transform. That's why we are called the Transformation Company, because everyone has one. This is about completely regenerating your body. And we have Jared on this call. He's pictured bottom right here, our darling fruit daddy, Jared, who is literally one of the healthiest men now that I've ever seen. He works out every day. He has a 6-pack. He's gone plant-based. He lives the superfoods lifestyle. And this picture, there he is. There's our Jared, one of our result stories. His is absolutely incredible. So you can see here, there is no photoshopping. He looks this good in real life. So thank you for being here, Jared. And there's a schedule to fit everyone. This isn't for just vegans or just healthy people. This is for everyone. Everyone needs an upgrade. Everyone needs access to this food. So there are 3 options to make this easy for anyone. You can add it into what you're already doing. No pressure. Just get more living nutrition into your body. If you're more, you know, already along the path, try the second scheduling option, accelerated, where you substitute 2 meals a day for this and just eat organic foods alongside. Or we have an intermittent fasting schedule for people who like to eat in windows. But speak to whoever brought you on the call, because we can speak to you about what option would be best for you. But this is literally meets everyone where they're at. And I know that Sam might want to talk a little bit to the kits, because she's such an expert. I know that she's tried every single one.
I have. The first time I did my ultimate lifestyle transformation, I did the regular ULT. The ultimate lifestyle transformation plus performance hadn't even dropped yet. And I don't think the plus immune had either. And so I started with the regular ULT. I had incredible results. And by the time I had finished that, my partner had seen my transformation before his eyes, and he really wanted to get into it. And he is a huge gym buff. And so at that point, I was so grateful that the plus performance had become a thing. And so we got that as our next ULT, and we both did an ultimate lifestyle transformation plus performance. And we both seen incredible results from being able to add in those, you know, pre and post workouts, and just the extra support that those extra superfoods give you. It's definitely the best bang for your buck. And that is something that I've always, you know, strived for when it comes to my food shopping. All of these are going to help you to lower your grocery bill. It's incredible what, you know, like, we're all overfed and undernourished as a society. And so when we can actually get the proper nutrition, we stop the overeating and the needless, you know, snacking throughout the day, which is something that I was very guilty of. And the plus immune is really great because it has the zinc aid in place of, you know, all of the performance products. And so it's got the zinc, A, D, E, and C, and they're all food-based vitamins and minerals. And it's just a complete superfood that gives you literally everything you need, along with the ultimate lifestyle transformation. They are very thoughtfully placed, all of these superfoods and these products together. The formulator is just an incredible human, and he is a wealth of knowledge. And the way that these are all put together and they just synergistically work in our body is so incredible. And then, yeah, if you want to, Jack, speak to wrapping the call up and
yeah,
if you're there.
Yeah, so yeah, just simply put, like, this could seriously, you know, alchemize somebody's life in really, 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 really important ways. Really important. Just it's a life-saving miracle. That's all that I really need to say is it's really a big deal. Like, I'll just say that it's everything. It's everything. It's everything. I have Purium like every single hour. Like, I'm like making another juice every 2 hours. Like, it's boom. All I do is keep putting it in because it's gonna take some time to get all this spooky out. Well, the spooky will never fully leave. Okay, everybody needs to understand that first of all. But you know what? This changed my life. It's changed who I am. It changes who I am every single day. Thank you so much for everybody listening and for showing up and showing support, and just grateful for all of you and love every single one of your energies, and just thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack. And just to wrap it up, to anyone who's interested in learning more, please reach out to the person who brought you on this call. They have 25% off for you to get started. Any more questions were all available. Just speak to the person who brought you on, because you have no idea how good you can actually feel. You have no idea. There's a 60-day money back guarantee for anyone. So it's an absolute win-win. Why wouldn't you do this? Because you can send everything back if it doesn't work for you, but that's never happened to me. So we're excited to, yes.
And you know what? The reason why we share this like this is literally because these foods, they make you so real, open-hearted. Like, we aren't just like trying to make money or anything like that. Like, I mean, for me, like, this is not about money. Like, I literally just, it changes you. It does something right here, in your heart. And it makes you really you want to share that. Like, you feel it. You want to give that to somebody else. That's why we do this. That's why we do it. There's no like hidden like something or like what. No, this is really real. So I just wanted to say that.
No, it's beautiful, and you're so right. And it does come with an incredible business opportunity too. If anyone wants to learn more about how you can make residual income while helping people, that's what we're all doing now, because it changed our lives so much that we want to help more people and become free, so we can do as we will to assist more people. So it's changed our lives, the business opportunity too, and it's welcome for anyone. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to hear from you. Just thank you so much, Jack and Sam, for your beautiful hearts and for inviting me on this call. And have a beautiful evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, everybody.